This episode of Android Apps Weekly is brought to you by Anywhere Gallery for Android Wear. Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joe Hindy, the Android Authority app guy, and welcome back to another episode of Android Apps Weekly. We've got some headlines, let's get right into them. Last week we talked about the latest Humble Bundle. This week, as a gift, anyone who gets the Artifex Mundi Humble Bundle will also receive Steam keys for Mac, Linux, and Windows, so you can play on mobile or on your computer. It's still a nice way to give to charity and a good way to get some cheap games. An interesting new development may add quick reply functionality to any messaging-based notification. Developer Mohammed AG is working on a root-free application that will add quick reply functionality to almost anything without you being required to do, well, anything. It's not out yet, but it looks very promising. Okay, so Microsoft did a whole bunch of things this last week, so we're going to group them all together. They announced a Windows 10 companion application that will help you sync your Android phone to your Windows 10 computer for improved functionality. They also announced an application called Microsoft OneClip that will be a cross-platform clipboard application, which could be nice. Cortana for Android has been officially announced, although there is no release date yet. Lastly, Microsoft announced a partnership with 18 OEMs that will see Microsoft Office pre-installed on their tablets. For even more Android apps and games news, updates, and releases, don't forget to check out this week's newsletter, which is linked in the video description below. There we have the complete list of everything that happened this week. If you're so inclined, you can also sign up with your email address and we'll beam this info to you every single Friday. Okay folks, let's take a look at the apps and games that made a big splash this week. First up this week is Form Watchface, and this is probably the most ridiculous Android Wear watch face that I've ever seen. It's developed by the same guy who brought us Muse Live Wallpaper. It works like this. The watch face will display whatever background is on your phone, then it will let pretty much any Android Wear watch face sit on top of it as long as it uses the Muse API. It's a pretty nifty idea and totally free to use. Google Spotlight Stories actually isn't new because it used to be a Motorola-specific application. This is actually a storytelling application that lets you view immersive short stories using 360-degree video, 2D, and 3D animations. You can buy additional stories if you want to, and it really does bring something special to the table. Beware though, because not all devices are supported, but thankfully it's free to download. You may have already seen Periscope if you watched our best Android apps and games from May of 2015 video. Periscope is a live video streaming app released by Twitter. It allows you to live stream from your smartphone camera to all of your Twitter followers. You can also watch old streams, stream privately, and it enjoys full integration with Twitter. It's an interesting application that does things a little bit different. Microsoft Hyperlapse is an interesting camera application that helps you create stop-motion videos. It actually came out last week, but we couldn't try it out because of the lack of device compatibility. This week it got some more devices added to the list. If you want to try it out, you'll have to become a tester on Google Plus and then download it. It's a pretty nifty little app and it's worth a shot, and you can find the directions on how to do it in the video description below. Last up this week is a new application from Playboy called Playboy Now. Despite its namesake, the application contains hardly any nudity and it's actually pretty safe for work. It's a news application that gives you updates on celebrities, nightlife, and other activities and events that one might read about in Playboy. That said, it does still carry a mature 17+ rating in the Google Play Store. It's worth a shot if you like Playboy. Thanks again for watching the show, everybody, but let's take a moment to get down to some serious business. Anytime Gallery for Wear is a gallery application that allows you to sync photos between your phone and your Android Wear smartwatch. In the free version, you can sync up to 20 photos, and if you go premium, you'll be able to sync an unlimited number of photos. It's a simple application that seems to work well and even includes support for pinch to zoom on the Android Wear device. It's a fun little application and a great way to see your pictures on your wrist. Give it a try and show your support for Android Apps Weekly. Once again, I'm Joe Hindy, the Android Authority app guy. While you're here, why not subscribe to the Android Authority YouTube channel? If you're hanging out for a minute, we have a couple of awesome videos for you to watch right over there, and they're also linked in the video description below for you folks on mobile. Finally, don't forget to check out the written companion, which is in the video description below, and don't forget to sign up for that newsletter. As always, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a wonderful day.